Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 3 of season 2 in our Manchester United career mode here on FIFA 21. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you're looking forward to this episode, drop the video a like down below. We're starting this episode then on transfer deadline day. It's going to be interesting to see if there are any more players coming in and any more players on their way out of the club. You see there, we've already made one huge signing in Erling Haaland from Dortmund for 130 million. We needed that backup striker position, someone to challenge Martial to ensure that he's firing on all cylinders for the entire season. And I tell you what, I think they're going to have a great rivalry. You can see we've played all our games for August as well, starting off with a win in the Community Shield against Man City, a win then in the league against West Ham, Spurs, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle. And we also got our second piece of silverware all ready for the season in the Super Cup up against the Europa League winners from last season, Villarreal. Once we've been through that deadline day, then we're back in Premier League action up against Everton. Our first Champions League game of the season against Salzburg to begin with. And you can see we play Villarreal to end the month as well. So it's good to start with kicking off that competition too. Games up against Burnley and Villa too. It's a difficult month and it's good to be getting back into action in all competitions. The season's well and truly underway. Now if you watched last episode, you would have seen that I ended it with this huge offer we got from Real Madrid for the one and only Paul Pogba. I've alluded to it before, but it's fair to say this is Paul Pogba's dream move in real life. It does look like that at the end of this season that he will be on his way to a team, either Juventus, Real Madrid, maybe a PSG. But I think if he had his own way, this is exactly the destination he'd be off to. They offered 110 million to begin with, and I counted off for 150, so we're just waiting for them to come back with a counter offer. I'm still not sure if I want to let go of him. I'll see what kind of counter offer they give, and then we'll maybe see whether or not we'll be letting Paul Pogba get his dream transfer over there to Real Madrid. Well, I'm just going to sim through these hours then, wait for the transfer business to come in. I'm sure we'll have a look at some of those top deals as well, because I can guarantee there's going to be a lot of money spent from all the clubs. Well, this man's been getting a lot of interest in this transfer window. You can see there we already rejected bids from Liverpool and Inter Milan, and now Barcelona are coming in for him. Another Spanish giant looking to take one of our quadruple winners away. But again, with those other deals, I reject them because he's only at the start of his Man United career. He's got so much more to do at this club, and I tell you what, I just don't want to let go of him right now. It's a big offer, and I'm sure we could get close to 100 million, as you can see there, but he's worth all the money in the world to us. Definitely don't want to get rid of him. Okay, the time has finally come then. Real Madrid have come back to us, and they've counter-offered with 130 million. That has really got me thinking I do not know what to do. He was so good for us last season, and like I've said, now he is a quadruple winner here at Manchester United. So there's the kind of debate as to whether that would be the perfect end for him and he would be ready to go over there to Real Madrid. Or would he want to stay after having done so well and now he's cemented himself in that starting 11? I've said from the beginning of this career mode that I do want to keep it quite realistic. Obviously we signed the big main transfers United have looked at in real life, such as Sancho, Upamecano and Haaland. And I think that means we do have to stick with the realism also in terms of players leaving the club. So with a heavy heart, I think I'm going to have to accept this offer. He's 28 years old, 88 rated. He's probably now at the peak of his powers and he's probably only got a few good years left in him. So it's probably the best time to try and cash in now and get a huge transfer offer for him, and then we can put that towards a big player in return. So yeah, I think I've made my mind up. It hurts, I don't want to do it, but like I said, I think it's so realistic. It does look like it's going to be the transfer that happens this season in real life. And for that kind of money, I think it's only fair that Man United would take that all day long and let him go over there to Real Madrid to complete his dream. It's done then. That deal's accepted. 130 million for Paul Pogba. Now, as long as it doesn't break down, he'll be a Real Madrid player. And we're going to have to go out there and make a huge player to sign to replace that man. It's going to be big shoes to fill. A small offer here for Joel Pereira from Mitchelstadt. 1.55 million. That's definitely good enough. I'm going to accept that straight away. It's just good to get rid of some of these players who are never going to have a chance. And there he is in that Real Madrid shirt, getting unveiled to the Bernabeu crowd. Oh, it's so sad to see him go. But again, you just got to keep with the realism, I think. It's definitely the transfer that I think will happen this season. And it's his dream after all. He did everything we could have asked from him last season. Now it's time for him to move on, finish his career over there at Real Madrid, and for us to move on as well and bring in a world-class talent in his place. You can see here then I've got quite a few players together, the perfect sort of players I think could come in, really fill those boots Pogba left, and make a great impact on the team. Because you can't forget, we do have Donny van de Beek, we got Fred, McTominay's grown really well, and we brought in Gravenberch as a backup, young prospect who definitely one day will break into this team. But again, I definitely want some competition in that centre mid position. Pogba's going to be a huge loss, and if we got an injury to someone like Van der Beek, we really would be in trouble. You can see I got Joshua Kimmich of Bayern Munich, CDM and right back he can play currently. I definitely think he was that replacement of Philipp Lahm. He's kind of built in the same mould, and I tell you what, he's a world-class player in real life, and he's still fairly young. We've got Wilfred Ndidi here of Leicester. Again, he's such an underrated player. Last night, actually, Leicester beat Chelsea 2-0. And I tell you what, this man just went about his business so quietly, and I think unless you've really watched him, you don't realise how good he is out there. He can play centre mid and CDM. He's only 24 years old and 86 rated. He'd be a great player, not only to keep Van der Beek on his toes, but to also make sure Fred's doing that defensive work too. Another Premier League player here then, Ruben Neves from Wolves. He was tearing it apart when he came over from Porto and he was playing in the Championship. And he made that step up to the Premier League, and he's shown that he's a very, very good talent on his day. Doesn't seem to get picked all the time at the moment. I'm not too sure what that's about, but I think he's definitely still a world-class talent. He's still very young. And I tell you what, his link up with Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese connection could be unreal. Another Bayern Munich player then, Leon Goretzka. I think a player very much built in that Paul Pogba mould. Very tall, very athletic. You can see he plays centre mid and CDM. 26 years old and he's 86 rated. I watched Bayern Munich's run to the Champions League last season in real life, and this man was pivotal in that midfield. Looks like he definitely bulked up over that time off during when the football was suspended, and he just went out there and he started adding goals to his game, which was really crucial, I think. Could be a very good direct replacement for Paul Pogba if we want to go down that similar route. So definitely another good option. The same goes for this man here then, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic of Lazio, 26 years old and 86 rated, and you can see he could play all over that centre mid position. Again, built in that kind of Paul Pogba frame, 6'3", great skill moves and weak foot, and I think he's all around just a great agile, powerful midfielder. And last but not least then, the young talent Federico Valverde of Real Madrid, 23 years old, 85 rated, and again he's just a quality all-round centre mid. Maybe having let go of Paul Pogba over there to Real Madrid, we should see if we can snap up one of their talents in return. He's definitely got such great potential in real life, and I tell you what, on this game I reckon he's got the potential in one season to go all the way up there to the high 80s. He could be great in there, moving in with Van der Beek, swapping in and out. And again, I think he could be trained to do a job at CDM if needed. Now, I'll tell you what, I think this is who I am swaying towards, Milinkovic-Savic. I think it's great that he can play in centre mid, CDM and cam. He's only 26 years old and he's already 86 rated. Having a look there, his agility is very good stamina-wise, strength-wise. And again, looking at those kind of technical stats, he's very good on the ball, great header, and as well, he's good in defence too. So I just think he would be an all-round great midfield option. He wouldn't necessarily come in straight away and start. He would have to compete definitely with Fred and with Van der Beek. I know this is a player who has been mentioned with United definitely in the last few years as well. I would love to see him come over to Man United in real life. I think he would give us such a great option in the midfield, especially if Paul Pogba does go. And that's exactly what's happened in this career mode. So I think, you know what, there's some great options out there, but for some reason, this is just a player that's catching my eye. So I think I'm going to go in there now. Let's have a look at his valuation. It's just below 80 million. Looks like we can get him potentially below 100, which would be great. I think I'm going to jump in now, see if I can strike a deal. And I tell you what, this could be a great swap there. Paul Pogba on his way to Real Madrid. And in return, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic could be on his way to Manchester United. Again, I'm going to try and keep that first initial transfer offer close to the valuation. I'm just going to jump in with 80 million straight up. Money's definitely not an issue right now, but we don't want to just splash the cash for no reason. So we're going to jump in with 80, see what they think about that, and let's just see if we can strike a deal for this man here. Okay, so they come in with 105.7 counter offer. That's not too high whatsoever. We definitely would be making a good profit from that sale of Paul Pogba, and I still think I can bring that down quite a bit. Going to go up ever so slightly to 85 for now. Again, see if we can meet them somewhere in the middle and get it below that £100 million mark, which would be superb. Wow, they've gone ahead and accepted that. I did not think that was going to get the job done. Some great business there. Well, here we are then, the contract negotiations. This deal's been going through very smooth so far. Let's keep it, if we can see it, keep it going. I'm going to offer him important first. He's definitely going to have to compete for that starting place. If he wants crucial, I'll have to think about this deal because I'm not wanting to put him in there straight away. Looks like he's happy to accept Porton. That's perfect. Going to see if I can get the 5 years away. We want the most out of our players that we're bringing in, and perfectly he's happy to accept that, which is great. Again, now talking release clause, he doesn't want that. Again, that's absolutely fine by us. Not looking to let him go. especially not for any sort of release clause. And now on to the actual wage. He wants quite a significant increase up to 155 million. He wants an appearance bonus as well. I think I'll see if I can get rid of that and just see if I can bring it down ever so slightly, because I tell you what, it is quite a large jump. I'll give him a 1.5 million signing bonus. I will go up ever so slightly, but again, you know, we don't want to just give in to the demand straight away. We need to know that these players are coming to Man United for the right reasons. Okay, so he's actually gone up to 165 without the little kind of add-on. Again, just see if I can bring it down a bit. It looks like it might have to be close to that kind of 150 grand, sorry. 150 million would be way too much. But there you go, 140 now I'm going to offer. Hopefully that'll be enough. But again, he's gone for 165 with less of a signing bonus. Just going to change it again to 150 a week, 1.25 in the signing bonus. Is that going to be enough to get Milinkovic-Savic to join Manchester United? There you go. He's gone ahead and accepted the contract. What a replacement this is. Getting rid of Paul Pogba and bringing in an absolutely world-class midfielder. There he is then in that Manchester United jersey with the gold badge. It looks absolutely perfect on him. £85 million for that 26-year-old, 86 rated. I think that's an absolute bargain if I'm honest with you. He's got world-class talent. He's a great replacement for Paul Pogba. I think we've done some great business in this transfer window. Well, seeing as he can play every position in that midfield, I'm just going to put him on the central midfield development plan. We're going to work on his skill moves, which would be a great asset to him. And again, all those stats are already so high. It's all just about rounding him off now. I'm giving him the number 13 jersey for now. I think for Lazio, he has number 21. And for Serbia, he has 20. We have players with those numbers right now. So I think I'm going to leave him with 13 for now. But give me your comments in the comment section down below. What kind of number do you think I should give him? I think 13 suits him quite well, but let me know down below what you think. But we're still going through transfer deadline down. We're still getting some big offers here. This time, Juventus to come in for Alex Telles was a 65.7 offer, which isn't bad at all. He's only come in, though, that was his first season last time round, and he was world quality at that left-back position, and him and Luke Shaw have had great competition, so I want to keep that going. It's a nice offer, and we could get quite a lot more, I think, but I'm just going to go straight ahead and reject that. And again, some more interest for Axel Tuanzebe, and again, he's from a Spanish team. Real Sociedad coming in with 11.2. Now, he's 23 years old, and he's only 77 rated. This is such a tricky one because he plays really well, and I've used him a lot in their rotation team, and he's really been great. I haven't really noticed any sort of difference between him and the higher rated players. I think in real life, he definitely has great potential, but on this game, it doesn't look like he's growing very much at all. I'm not going to accept this offer for this transfer window, but you will have to let me know what you think about the Tuanzebe situation in the comment section. Do you think that we should move him on as he isn't really growing that much, or we could bring in a younger backup centre-back? Or do you think that he's done so well so far that he deserves to stay in this Manchester United team? More interested in Edison Cavani as well, this time from Roma over there in the Serie A. Now, obviously, we made that huge signing in Erling Haaland in the last episode, and he's definitely going to be between him and Martial for the starting position. But this man can still do a job for us, definitely in that backup team. We got very lucky in terms of injuries last season. We didn't lose anyone as far as I can remember. But I have a feeling in this season, you just never know what's going to happen. And one injury up front could mean that this man plays a crucial role again. I will keep him for now, but again, this is another player you're going to have to let me know what you think. Do you think in the January transfer window we should look to move him on? Or do you think that he has one more whole season in him here at Manchester United? Well, take a look at this. Inter Milan coming in for Donny van de Beek. 85.7 million for that man there. Now, with Paul Pogba moving on, this is the man who will be in that starting position from now on. And he's got big competition still, though. He's going to have that new signing, Milinkovic-Savic, right behind him looking for his place. I've already got rid of one of our big centre mids, so I'm not looking to do any more business, especially not letting go any first-team players in this transfer window. It's a huge offer, and I tell you what, I think he's going to keep growing, and the offers are going to keep on coming. But this man's not going anywhere for now. He's been crucial. We've been giving him plenty of game time, and he's only going to keep getting more now that Pogba's gone. Well, we're on that last hour of deadline day, and have a look at that. There's been over £1 billion spent today in total. That is crazy. Looking at the top deals then, and it's all about Manchester United for the top two spots. That huge sale of Paul Pogba to Real Madrid, equaling actually our biggest signing in Erling Haaland, both 130 million. You see Milan Skriniar's gone over to Spurs, which is a big offer there from then. Played against him obviously in the last episode, and he definitely made a huge difference at the back for them. Milinkovic-Savic then coming in next, coming into the United with 85 million. Again, I'm so happy with that transfer business we've done there. We managed to really bargain with Lazio and get a great offer for him, and I think he's going to have one hell of a career at the club. Jesus on his way to Juventus then from Man City for 83.9. Ødegaard going from Real Madrid to Inter Milan, so they've got rid of Ødegaard and brought in Paul Pogba. It's an interesting signing there. Ødegaard looks like he's going to have a great future ahead of him, and there are actually rumours of him leaving in real life. I think he's asked for a transfer request, so this one could be quite realistic. Another signing for Inter Milan then, Samuel Umtiti going over there. A big centre-back, a World Cup winner obviously. Hasn't quite worked at Barcelona by the looks of it. But that's a good transfer offer for him. And I tell you what, Inter Milan are putting a big team together. Richarlison on his way from Everton to Dortmund then. Looks like that's their Haaland replacement. 76.7 million. Not a bad transfer there for them whatsoever. Vlasic from Moscow to Leverkusen. You got Tielemans going to AC Milan. Jovic over there to PSG, a player we were kind of looking at on this career mode. Obviously, he's gone back to Frankfurt in real life. You've got Isaac going from Real Sociedad to Arsenal. Diego Carlos to Bayern. Gomez to Atalanta, Saka to Valencia, which we saw, which again is a crazy transfer. I can't believe it's actually happened. And some other offers here, Koundé, Konate, Hummels to Barcelona, Muniain to Bayern, Raul Jimenez to Spurs. That was a player we were quite interested in. Marlon to Everton, Dembele to Leicester, Bernat to Barcelona, and just a few more offers. Some big transfers have gone through, to be fair. It's not hard to see why over a billion has been spent, sorry. Well, as soon as the transfer window shuts, Borussia Dortmund are coming in for Dan James. We obviously had that very interesting offer from Atletico Madrid. We tried to negotiate it to upwards of 50 million, but it didn't quite work out. I still want to get your feedback on Dan James, a player who looks like he's on his way out in real life, but has been great for us in this career mode. Again, I'm going to delegate to see if I can get close to that 60 million we did offer Atletico Madrid. And if they come back with anything new, that we're definitely going to go in again and see if we can get the most from him. Because we do have that young, homegrown talent, Jackson Brown, just waiting for his chance to come up to the first team. Now have a look at this. PSG bringing in Jovic in that transfer window, and already they're trying to get rid of him. What are they playing at? They've offered us 36.8 plus Jovic for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now I mentioned how great he's been for us in the last episode, and there's no chance of him leaving. But what kind of business is that from PSG? Bringing in a striker, and after a few days they're already trying to get rid of him. Crazy stuff there. Okay, so Dortmund have come back to us and they've gone up to 40.4. That's definitely kind of something that I'm interested in. But again, I still want your guys' feedback on this transfer offer. Definitely a player, like I said, that I think will leave in real life, and I think it's a good idea for us to get rid of him so we can bring through our own talent from the youth team. But let me know down below. I'm going to wait until January for this one. And let me know again, just do you think we should do this offer, or do you think he's been too good to let go of? Well, scrap what I've just said, because I've just got that email saying that Jackson Brown is unsettled in the youth team. And he's 17 years old. He's already gone up to 73 years old. I definitely think this is the right time to get that man up into the first team and see if we can get him playing some games. Now, taking a look at him up in their right-hand corner, you can see he's already got 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. He's already got high attacking. This man is ready. All we got to do is work on those small stats like his finishing, a little bit more of his dribbling and passing, and he's going to be one hell of a talent. Considering his pace is already unbelievable, I'm going to put him on the inverted winger to really work on the shooting right now. I think if he works on that part of his game, he's going to be so overpowered for us. I cannot wait to get this man into action, to see what he's going to do for us. Is he going to be that next great Manchester United youth player? Here we are then, finally back to some gameplay, back in the Premier League, up against Everton at home. We can see Cavani's asking to play, but also noticeable is he's already gone down to 80. This man is dropping like flies at the moment in terms of overall. Every few days he's going down. This is terrible stuff. Good thing we brought in Haaland when we did. Definitely looking to get the first team players out there, so he's not going to get a chance in this one. But there are some games coming up where he might get a chance coming off the bench. As I mentioned then, I'm going with those first team players in there. The biggest absentee you can see is no more Paul Pogba. Van de Beek's now getting that chance in the first team. Obviously, we've got Milinkovic-Savic on the bench, hoping he'll get his debut and he can start with a great assist or a goal, or just put in a great performance to stamp his authority and show that he's here and there's no need to worry about losing Pogba. Let's jump into this game then to start the episode. Big game against Everton, and let's hope we can go out there, get all 3 points and continue to be undefeated in the Premier League. Which is definitely quite a difficult game to start. Everton are looking very good in real life. And I think they've got some great players in that team that could cause us some real problems today. You can see there we're the best defensive team currently, which is great to see. Only 1 goal conceded. That's a real testament to the defence. Let's take a look at this Everton team then. Jordan Pickford still in goal for them with John Joe Kenny, Eric Dyer, Elizondo and Digne at the back. Brozovic, Mamin and Alan in the midfield with James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin and Ronnie Lopez. Considering we're only in the second season, they made some big signings there, such as Dyer and Brozovic. Still world quality in their team, and this is not an easy game to start. Bruno in the middle, a good header from him. I was surprised he got there, and I tell you what, Van der Beek and Bruno both in the middle. To Van der Beek on his first official start. Now that's one way to show the fans that they have no need to worry. This man's in the team, and he's going to come up with great goals, just like that there. Having sold Paul Pogba just a few days ago, this man had so much pressure on him coming into this game. And what a way to silence the critics. Comes up with a great touch there and a huge finish into the top of the goal. Already we're looking like selling Paul Pogba was the right thing to do to give this man some more game time so he can show exactly what he can do for us. Good tackle there from Fred. Now into Rashford, he's on his bike and Bruno's going too. Great play to begin. This could be the second goal. 16 minutes in. Oh, good finish, but a good save. Sancho should get there, though. Tell you what, I see Fred on the edge. Into Bruno now. Back to Sancho for some reason. Martial. Bruno. On his right. Oh, big block there. Coming at us now with James Rodriguez. Shouldn't have too much pace for Telles. Ball in the middle, though. And there's a big header from Calvert-Lewin. God, another player who's on our shortlist, and he almost showed why we should have signed him. Rashford now into Telles. Back to Rashford. Into Bruno now. Can he just work some space? Martial's too far offside. But I tell you what, we'll get the free kick there. That's very lucky. Martial was definitely offside. This could be a red. The way he's shaping up looks like he's getting ready. But no, he waves it off. Good referee in there. But I tell you what, that was definitely offside from Martial. He had no need to make that tackle. We got a great free kick now in a dangerous position. Going to have Bruno on the free kick. See if I can recreate a great goal. Going for the top left corner. What a shot and a big save. I think it came off the crossbar actually. Ricocheted off of something. Gets it nice up and over the wall. And I tell you what, Pickford has to reach for that one. Not known for having very long arms. And just over. Read the danger well. And we could be on the break now if Rashford can get his foot to it. Coming at us now again. Calvert-Lewin up against Maguire. Great battle between the English internationals. Van der Beek's have to do some defending. Oh, couldn't quite get at him there. It was a decent save from De Gea. Still got it now. Martial into Rashford. He's going to have the pace at this defence all day long. Going for the bottom corner. Oh, he's gone for the legs, but a good save. Could have gone anywhere from that save, and I thought he was going to just about trickle into the goal. Went for it with no one really in the middle. Getting a good corner now. You're close to the end of the half. Tell is now going to look for the captain. Scored so many good goals from us from corners. And another one! I tell you what, I had a feeling that was going to be a goal. This man doesn't miss many, and he's getting another goal. A great delivery, as usual, from Alex Telles. Puts you right onto the captain's head, and he always rises high. Hits it into the bottom of the goal there. Keeper maybe could have done better, but we won't complain about that one. 2-0 in this one now, going into the end of the first half. Looking very comfortable. Fred's there. There you go. Referee blows the whistle, luckily, as they're on the attack. A good, comfortable half from us. They haven't had too many great chances. But again, very nice to see Van der Beek stepping up with his goal with his first official start. And a great goal as well from Harry Maguire, the captain. Rashford on it now, coming out the wing. Should have the pace on their defence. Gets a ball in there to Martial. Back to Rashford. Bruno's in the middle. Can I find it to him? On his foot, but a good block there from the centre-back. Almost the right idea there from Rashford. Just couldn't execute it. Could be on the break now. Bruno there into Van der Beek. Sancho's off again. Oh, is he onside? I think he just held his run. That's great. Can he get himself a goal? Sancho. What a finish there. From our number 7, Jadon Sancho. What a good goal that is to start this second half. Definitely wasn't confident he held his run there, but it looks like he just did. No one at home. 1-1 with Pickford, and that's a world-class finish into the left-hand side of the goal. Kept his cool, good composure, nothing the keeper can do because of how much pace there was on the ball. And we're now 3-0 in this game. Looks like it could be all wrapped up now. Now we've got a little over 15 minutes left, so I'm going to make a triple sub. Haaland up top for Martial, Grealish on the left for Rashford, and the new boy, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, having his first game in a Manchester United jersey. Obviously Van der Beek got that goal, so he started off well now. It's going to be a great competition between the two of them. Advantage to Van der Beek. What's Milinkovic-Savic going to do about it? First pass over there to Grealish. Such good backup options to have Jack Grealish, Haaland and Milinkovic-Savic on the bench. Grealish putting it onto his right foot, and they've just separated. Can he get a goal? Ooh, decent strike there. He caught it clean. They really haven't created much. I don't think David De Gea's made a single save. I don't want to jinx that, but it's good defence there from Wan-Bissaka. We've really kept them out well. The attack's been what it's all been about for Man United. The defence hasn't had too much work to do, but it's a bit of a chance here now. Wan-Bissaka can't win it. Easy save there to De Gea. At least he's had something, I guess. Milinkovic-savic on the ball again now. Looking for Haaland through the middle if he can make that run. That's the ball. What a pass. The backup's linking now. Can Haaland get a goal? Off the post. What the hell? How's he missed that? That was such a great pass from Savic. I thought that was an easy chance for a player of Haaland's calibre. 92 minutes gone. 3-0 in this game. A great first win of this episode. We're just a few days after that game then. We've got our first match in the Champions League for this season. Now, considering we won every competition last year, we're going out there now with every team chasing us down, looking to knock us off that top spot. Something I've already mentioned in terms of the Premier League is that I'm going to sim the smaller games. I want to get this season done kind of quicker, and I really want to focus on those big matchups and the more important matches. You can see in terms of the group we've been given as well, it's a very favourable draw. We should have no problems coming out of this group. I think Villarreal are probably the hardest team, and we went and beat them in that Super Cup to start the season off. Now, taking into account what I've just said, then you can see that I'm going with our full rotated lineup. But just take a look at the team there. We've still got players like Haaland, Grealish, Milinkovic-savic, Shaw, Lindelof, some absolutely great players. And I think we'll have no problems in this first match up against Salzburg. Obviously, quite interestingly, is Haaland's game up against one of his old teams. The team where I think the world's really stood up and took note of him, and where he kind of started off that craft before he went over there to Borussia Dortmund and now made his way over to Manchester United. Because I think this is an interesting game and I definitely want to see how this team does. I'm going to go into the interactive match sim. That way we can watch the game go by and really see what kind of happens. And I never know if this game goes wrong, and then it gives me the chance to jump in and save it. Would love to start this campaign off with a great win to show that we are the champions we deserve to be. Take a look at their team then. They've got Stankovic, Christensen, Valci, Bruno Viana, Ulmer, Buta, Mwepu, Jezanovic, Szoboszlai, actually, Berisha and Quata. Well, you can see Szoboszlai's actually gone over to Leipzig in real life. So it's good to see that they've still got a strong player. But again, it's all about Haaland coming up against his old team. And just to let you know as well, we've got Jackson Brown on the bench for this game. Will he make his debut? Let's find out. Still coming at us now. I tell you what, they've really started off this game well. And we've given away a free kick. Going to jump into this one just to make sure we don't concede. Going to have to get someone on the line. Let's see if I can drag now. Lindelof, put him over there in the corner. Would be terrible for them to start off with a goal and us to need to come back. Ball over top. Off the post and it's in. Couldn't react quick enough. They get the lucky bounce off the crossbar. And as I expected, Salzburg had come out flying and it's now 1-0 to them. Such a dangerous position to give away a free kick, but we deal with it well. I guess it comes straight off the post. Lindelof was there, but straight to their player. McTominay, Twansby, Shaw. No one was alive to the danger. And that's one easy tap in for that player there. Going to have to come back in this one now. We can't afford to start the campaign off with a loss. See if we can get some players in the middle and just create a chance. Because I tell you what, I don't think we've had a shot yet. Almost half an hour in. That's the goal for Haaland up against his old team. As I'm talking about, it's not creating anything. That man says, hold my beer, and he gets us the goal. Still on here now, Brandon Williams. Just 1 minute to go, but it goes out. And that's how we're ending the first half. Obviously, they got that dangerous free kick to begin with. Couldn't do anything about it rebounding off the post, and they get an easy tap in. But that man, Erling Haaland, goes up the other end and gets a great goal. So at least now we're going into that second half. 1-1. We're just going to have to go out there now and turn it up a little bit. We've still got some good players on the bench. I'd love to give Jackson Brown his debut as well. I'm confident we have the strength to get this one done. But if things aren't going too well, I can definitely jump in and save the day. Milinkovic-savic is holding the ball here now. Scott McTominay, Haaland again. Dan James with the goal. 20 minutes to go. Dan James coming up with a vital goal in this one. We haven't looked great in this one, but I still want to chop and change the team a little bit. Give some guys a run out. Cavani's in up top. Gravenberch is in at that centre mid position. And there he is, that man, Jackson Brown, the young prospect, having his first chance in the Manchester United team. What a start this would be to his career to come out here against Salzburg and get a great goal. Hoping for the best. Let's just see how he gets on. They got the ball now close to our box. Definitely don't want them equalising now. There's only 10 minutes to go. Coming into the box now. Ball into the middle and it's a goal. Berisha getting a goal with only 10 minutes to go. I'm going to have to jump in now. As I'm telling them not to drop it, what do? Just like that, they go up the goal, get a goal, and it's now 2-2. We don't have long left. Here's Jackson Brown on the ball for the first time. He's got decent pace on him, hoping to get him the goal in this one. Ball in the middle now. Need to get players back. Come on, make a tackle, someone. This has been a dreadful performance. As soon as I jumped on, nothing's really happened our way. Good tackle there from McTominay, though. Dan James going now. They've got plenty of players forward. We've got to have players up top. Someone just needs to make that run. The chance is there for someone to take this game. Ball there. What is that from Dan James? 4 players to choose from, and that's the pass he plays. Jackson Brown now on the ball. Can he be the difference? In there to Jack Grealish. Oh, good tackle. There's 1 minute to go. Can't get the ball. This could have been the game gone now. Literally ball into the middle as they're coming at us. Either we're losing it or that's it. And the ref blows the whistle. This is a terrible way to start off the Champions League campaign as the reigning winners. I gave those backup players a chance and they did not repay it. Good to see Jackson Brown getting a debut, but again, he just couldn't make a difference. Oh, we're really going to have to work well now to get back to the Old Trafford, get a win and start this group off right. Martial come to us there and letting him know that he was worried that we thought we were replacing him, bringing in Haaland, but he's glad that we've been giving him that game time that he deserves. It's all about competition at Manchester United, and he started off the season very well, but he can't rest on his laurels because Haaland is there right behind him, ready to take the chance, ready to take that number 9 jersey if he ever doesn't perform. Well, you can see then we're into this Burnley game coming up next. But then straight after that, on the 22nd, we've been drawn against Spurs in what I can only imagine is the Carabao Cup. Now, I'm having a little bit of a dilemma because obviously we won the quadruple last season and we don't want to take a step backwards and now, lose any of these competitions. But at the same time, the Carabao Cup really isn't one of the biggest competitions we're focused on. And the fact that we won it last season really was because we just simmed a lot of those matches and just happened to go through. I definitely do want to focus on the League and Champions League. Those are the most important competitions for sure. So I am going to sim that game because I think although it's Spurs, we've won it already, so there's no need to focus on it too much. Premier League action again then, away to Turf Moor up against Burnley. A difficult team to play against in real life. United only managed to get a 1-goal win against them like a week ago. It was a good performance, but again, with a team like Burnley, they're just very difficult to break down. Definitely going to go with the first team here. But another game I'm going to sim as they are definitely a team that in career mode won't cause us too many problems, hopefully. Going to jump into a quick sim then, hoping for another 3 points to get this season up and running. And we'll be on to that game then against Spurs in the Carabao Cup. Excellent there from the boys, showing once again that I can trust in them. A great 3-0 win with goals from Sancho, Upamecano and Rashford. Looks like they didn't have many chances themselves and it was all domination from us. Great win there from the boys and we keep moving on in the league. Now we have this Carabao Cup 3rd round game against Spurs. I think this is the exact same game we had last season because we definitely played them on our way to the final. The nice thing about having already won this last season is that we can give a lot of these backup players some more game opportunity now. And again, you can see that Jackson Brown's there on the right wing and this is going to be his official starting debut for Manchester United. A big game for him. But again, like I've already said, we aren't focused on this competition whatsoever. It was great to win it last season to get the quadruple. And I know that if we come out of this, well, then we can't achieve the quadruple. But we're just not focused on it. It's just games that we really don't want to focus on. And we're just going to sim these ones nice and easily. If we go through, great. If not, then it's definitely not the end of the world. As I expected then, an easy win there for Spurs. 2 goals for Harry Kane and a goal for Aurier. I can imagine they went with a full-strength team. Mourinho, as I said, would have wanted to get a win, but we just can't be too embarrassed by that whatsoever. We put out such a backup team that it is what it is. Unfortunately, we're out of that competition now. The quadruple can't be achieved, but who cares? We've been there, done that, and we're on to the bigger games. Speaking of bigger games then, to end the episode, we have a big match up against Aston Villa at home at Old Trafford. Obviously, we've got their biggest player in real life, Jack Grealish, in this career mode. But they've definitely still got some capable players out there and it's not going to be an easy win. Can the team go out there and get another big 3 points in the league to end this episode on a high? Back at Old Trafford then to end this episode. We've been flying in the league to start this season, still undefeated and looking like we're on the way to be champions for a 2nd season running. As I said though, Aston Villa are a very capable team in real life and on this game. We might have taken Jack Grealish, but they've still got quality out there and we're going to have to be at our best. You can see there, Jean-Everard Kouassi, he's got 2 goals in his previous match. So it looks like they're in top form for this one. Let's check out Aston Villa's team for this one then. Martinez in goals, Gilbert, House, Engels and Target for the back with Jonathan Dos Santos and Mitso, I don't know how you pronounce that, Traore, Golovin and Kouassi with a Villa up top. Some players in there I definitely are not aware of, but as I said, that guy Kouassi's in good form and they got still some quality players. It's going to be a big game, a hard, well-fought match to end this episode. Bruno's on it here, just watching the ball, waiting for a chance to create itself. Into Van der Beek, into Sancho. Drilling it back post to Martial. Front post. Oh, good save. Wanted to go to back post, but I tell you what, it was a good run from Martial and almost a great goal. Oh, Maguire's been skinned there. 10 minutes in, this game's been end to end. Van der Beek on it again. Gives it there to Sancho. This should be the chance now. He's going to have to get people in the middle, though. Tell you what, Van der Beek's on the edge of the box. Can he get a goal? Yes, Van der Beek! First time strike, and I think that was his left. Oh, what a finish from our central midfielder. This man is taking that starting position with both hands. A great ball here, and he takes it first time on the left foot. That is a rocket of a shot. Milinkovic-savic has been okay when I've used him, but this man has undoubtedly shown himself to be that starting centre mid. What an episode for that man there, Donny van der Beek. Bruno's making the run. Is he onside? I think he might just have timed that perfectly. On his right foot, Bruno Fernandes in the bottom right corner. Great link-up play from the attacking players then. It results in a perfect finish from Bruno Fernandes, the talisman in this team, coming up with another goal. He must have timed his run to perfection then. He just kept himself onside. 1-on-1 with the defender, gets it onto his right, and he's always going to finish it from there. Loves whipping it into that bottom corner, and the keeper's got no chance. Been a great half now. Let's just see if we can keep it going for the rest of the match and get a few more goals. Looking like it's just the 1 minute, so if we can keep them out now and get the ball out of our half, should be the end of this first half. Great tackle there, Rashford's away, but the ref blows the whistle to end the half. Manchester United going into that break 2-0 up. Their turn to attack now with that man, Kouassi. Upamecano's just run straight past him for some reason. God, this is danger now. Can he keep him out? Just hassling him. I'm trying to get him away from the box, but he turns him too easily. Wan-Bissaka's there. Big block. Maguire get it away. Good defending in the end. Martial now to Rashford. What a pass and a great touch. Martial's in the middle again. The link-up play. How's he not scored? He puts it straight at Martinez. Anywhere other than that, and it was an easy goal. God, good link-up play from Martial and Rashford. They just read each other so well. Trezeguet, Dos Santos coming at us now. Trezeguet on the ball. Gets it into the middle now. Need to get someone back here. Van der Beek, just cover the middle ground. Stop them from getting a pass in. Ball over top. Just got to watch the crosses now. Wan-Bissaka getting skinned. Again. Ball in the middle. Oh my god, it's a goal for Trezeguet. Comes off the bench. Was that Trezeguet? I think it's Golovin. That's terrible defence. The Wan-Bissaka got dragged all over the gaff. A good finish there from Golovin with a whole goal to aim at. And this game is definitely not wrapped up. Wan-Bissaka getting taken back to school there. Turning him too easily. And there's no one in the middle. That's Fred back there. Maguire's on the edge of the box. Point blank range. You can't expect anything from De Gea there. An easy finish. We need to make some changes now to see this one through. Players just aren't sharp enough. Making a double change then with Luke Shaw coming on for Telles. A good defender, and we need him now to just to marshal the defence. And I'm bringing on Savic to play alongside Van der Beek. Now that's one of the best things about Savic is that he's very versatile, can play all over that centre mid. And so I'm going to see how he shapes up with Van der Beek in the same team. Hoping they can create a few more chances and hoping as well they can do the defensive work together in there. It's going to be interesting to see how do they gel together. Coming away now with Sancho. Into Martial. Back to Sancho. Space through the middle frame now if he can use his pace. On his left foot. Going for the top corner and a big save. Probably took it a little bit too close. Had to just make sure he was away from the defenders though. But that's a good save from Martinez and he's keeping them in this game. Now if we're going to get a chance to break away and get another goal, I want that man Haaland up top with fresh legs. He's got great pace, obviously got good physical strength as well. Would be great to get him a goal to finish this game and to finish the episode. Ball over top again here now. Oh my god, ball over top. Maguire's out of position. They're into the box. Oh my god, they're equalising it here. 2-2 right at the end of this game. Wait a minute. Offside, thank god for that. We've almost thrown this game right at the end. The defence was all over. Where's Maguire, for God's sake? And I tell you what, VAR, that is centimetres. God, we've got off one there, that's for sure. Savic on the ball, you know. Plenty of room out there for Sancho. Can he give Haaland a better ball this time? Into Bruno instead. Back there to Sancho. This time for Haaland. Oh, good block there. That was good link-up play, and Haaland was ready there for that goal. Bruno Fernandes now on the ball, looking for some height there in the middle. Front post, milinkovic-savic couldn't quite get there. Donny van der Beek on the edge of the box. Oh, that was powerful as you like. I thought he just got himself another goal there. Edge of the box, let's fly. And that's curling. That's a Roberto Carlos-esque shot. What a goal that would have been. Van der Beek. Out there to Sancho. Bruno. Haaland's there. Can he get the touch? On his left foot, right foot. Oh. Come on, Haaland. You got to do better than that. It's just not happening from up top for some reason. Luckily, though, we're coming away with that 2-1 win. What a shaky and nervy game this was. Aston Villa really had a go at us. A good close encounter, but most importantly, we're ending the episode with another 3 points. Still undefeated in the league. Come on, the boys. And this is where I'm going to end the episode then. A big game is going to start off next episode, back in that Champions League up against Villarreal, who are currently leading the group. Having beaten them already in the Super Cup to start the season, we look like we should go out there and get an easy win, but they're a strong team. And it's going to be important for us to get 3 points in our second game, because otherwise we're going to be in real danger and have a job to do to make sure we get out of this group. That game will end September then, and we'll be into October, back in the league up against Bristol City, and then huge games against Chelsea, Leicester to end the month as well, Champions League match up against Galatasaray, and a little bit of a smaller game against Preston in the middle of those. Obviously, we start this episode on transfer deadline day, and we went ahead and accepted that huge offer from Real Madrid for Paul Pogba. Wanted to keep this career mode pretty realistic. And I tell you what, it was 130 million, which was definitely an offer I couldn't reject. He's now over there, enjoying his dream move at his dream club. And in exchange, we brought in this man, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, 26 years old. And you can see he's already gone up to 87 in this episode. Can play all over the midfield, and I think this is just the start for him. Hopefully he can have a great career here at Manchester United and show himself to be a world-class midfielder. Thank you so much for watching this episode then. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking forward to this next episode with this big match against Villarreal to start, be sure to drop the video a like, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.